Hi guys, Luckfuck here, and welcome to another FIFA 20 Foot Headliners player review. And today, guys, we're reviewing the 88 rated Luis Alberto from Lazio, the former Liverpool player. In a sense, a former Liverpool reject player, but has very much done well since he has gone to Lazio. And obviously, Lazio are having an amazing season as well. But he does have this 88 rated card, and he did cost me 60,000 coins in the 4 games that I played him. He scored me 2 goals and got me 3 assists. And he does also have a 3-star weak foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along to his game stats, his main standout stats will be his 95 short passing, his 92 vision, as well as his 86 positioning, and finally his 94 long passing. And I did also have the finisher chemistry style applied to this Luis Alberto card. So I can't remember exactly Luis Alberto who he played under at Liverpool. I think it was under Brendan Rodgers, I want to say, and obviously he came from Spain. I think it was maybe Espanyol or someone like that. Came to Liverpool, had a few games for us, but never really got a chance. And when he did get a chance, he was very average, to be honest, from my memory of him. And we sold him obviously to Lazio, or maybe he went back to Spain and then went to Lazio. I can't remember, but obviously over the last 2 years or so, he's really kind of grown. And it's a very rare case in Liverpool where we've sold a player and they've actually gone on to be a really good player. Obviously, San Jose that plays Athletic Club was another player that came from Liverpool's youth academy, didn't do well, went to Athletic Club, and now is a decent player. And there obviously maybe are a couple of other players and stuff like that, but Luis Alberto, Aspas, for example, is another example, I suppose you could say, and Suso as well. So there are a few examples, but Luis Alberto is obviously the best example of a player that didn't do well at Liverpool, but is doing well away from Liverpool. And he's an amazing card. I can't get over how cheap he is. I mean, 60,000 coins in its own right, is a lot of coins, but you can effectively earn that through Thursday's Division Rival rewards. If you go all the way up to rank 1, you get quite a bit of coins to pretty much able to afford this card already. And obviously he's amazing and has the potential for further upgrades, and I think he will get more upgrades. Lazio are currently on an amazing win streak. They won yesterday very comfortably 5-1 at home to Sampdoria, in which they were fantastic. Alberto unfortunately didn't get any assists or goals in that games, but I think Lazio only need 3 more wins and then this card gets upgraded, and he's obviously in a position where he's been getting a lot of assists and goals for the most part in the season, and he could get future informs, which I think he will. This card will go up to 92 rated. He will get a wins for upgrade in my opinion as well, which would obviously potentially increase this card to an 89. Lazio will go on a 4-game win streak as well between now and the end of the season. This card will go up into the low 90s, 92 rated or something like that by the end of FIFA. I'm pretty confident in that, maybe even higher than that. And in terms of how he's to use in FIFA, he's very good. 5 goal contributions in 4 games. I was able to complete the icon swaps challenge for the Serie A, which was pretty good at the same time. I was impressed with him for the most part. For me, his first pro will be his passing. His passing is fantastic. It's probably the best part to his card. 92 vision, 95 short passing, 94 long passing, really good curve as well. Came in with 3 assists in the 4 games from a central cam position. That was a great return for me. His through balls are amazing. His passing in general really, really is nice. Everything that you'd want from a cam. It was really, really good. His passing all around. The second pro will also be his dribbling. 4-star skill moves is fantastic. He's got 83 agility, 91 ball control, 89 dribbling, 76 balance. Isn't the best for a cam. I think we can all agree on that, but it didn't feel clunky or anything like that. He felt far from that. I would understand it if someone wanted to put a chem style to increase maybe his composure or his balance a little bit, but I think as it was still fine. I think it's more beneficial if you try to put a chem style to increase his physicality a little bit more, to try and max out to increase his shooting essentially, because his shooting on paper is all right, but it's not great. So I was happy with his passing, was happy with his dribbling. In terms of his shooting, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was out of this world. Came in with 2 goals in 4 games. That's not that's a decent return from a cam. I thought that sometimes his finishing was, as overall it was all right. He did test goalkeepers on a few occasions, but I don't think his finishing is out of this world. I think it's just it's good, and I think obviously with further upgrades he will become a much more clinical finisher. I think in terms of his pace as well, it's fine for a cam. There's not really much more to say about that. Physicality wise, doesn't feel weak, doesn't feel strong at the same time. I thought stamina was maybe a slight issue to him. I don't think it's a major concern. He would start to get tired occasionally towards the back end of the games. Obviously the beneficial part of this is you're not using him as a winger, you're using him as a central cam. Let's say for example you're playing him as a lamb or a ram in a 4-2-2 formation, that being in a left attack of mid or a right attack of mid. That would be a problem, because in those positions as an out wide cam you typically do a lot more running, but in a formation such as like the 4-3-3, the 4-1-2-1-2 as a central cam. His stamina doesn't matter quite as much because he doesn't do quite as much running. But, you know, listen, on the whole, it's a really good card. I would like it if he would have had more than a 3-star weak foot, but I give him a 9 out of 10. I think he's fantastic value for money, especially if you've got a Serie A team. The Serie A is continuing to be a really, really good league, especially with this promo as well, with quite a few cards in the foot headliners coming from that league. So, on the whole, I think he's probably one of the better cams you can get in the Serie A, maybe even the best you can probably get for a reasonable price. So, yeah, in my opinion, I think this is a card that I would recommend buying. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.